2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ben Türkçe konuşacağım.
Ich werde in Türkisch sprechen.
I will speak in Turkish.
Ich kann mich besser äußern.
It's easier for me to express myself.
Ich werde versuchen, so sanft wie nur möglich zu sein.
And I will try to be mild.
Zunächst möchte ich Ihnen
First
erzählen,
of all, I would like to talk to you about the foundation of our Atheism Foundation or Association in Turkey.
in der Türkei können Sie
In Turkey,
offenbaren, dass Sie Atheist
you cannot reveal that you are non-faithful or atheist.
und deshalb ist es schwer, sich aneinander zu finden.
This is difficult that people find each other. So we met through the social media.
Haber gördük ki ateistlerin %65'inin namaz kıldığı, %48'inin cuma namazına gittiği.
Wir haben eine Nachricht gelesen, dass
We've read a message that atheists at 65% go to the mosque, through the mosque, and 48% stick to Ramadan. And we said, okay, yeah, let's go to the prayers on Friday and let's meet people.
Bu gönderilerin altına gelen yorumlara baktık ve ortak kimler yorum yaptıysa bizimle.
Und danach haben wir den sozialen Medien
And after that, we followed up on the social media just to find similar ironic postings. And then we thought, okay, let's meet him somewhere in a cafe.
Und in unserer Fantasie
And in our fantasy, we already thought of a foundation, of an association. On the one hand, this fantasy, we enjoyed this fantasy and it enhanced our ideas. But on the other side, we also knew that this could mean death for us. So we thought somebody has to start and set up something. But when we started, we realized that we did not put our hand under a stone, but we put our hand under a hill, a mountain. We are threatened with death, have been, and we are still. And people are afraid to become members of our association because they are afraid of being captured or imprisoned. Because if you become a member of an association in Turkey, you have to hand in a photocopy of your identity card. And then people think, okay, if I find a job or if I have a job, and if I lose my job, or if people have children, they are worried or concerned about the future of their children. This is why we have so many difficulties to elect a board, because most of the people were worried or concerned about the consequences. The reason why we founded this association is that we want to protect the rights of people who don't have a religious belief. We want to take the fear away. They should be able to say, I am non-religious. And what they experience is a lot of problems once they say, I'm an atheist. Because people ask, what? You don't believe in God? And so when we answer, and what I say is, I cannot believe in something that does not exist. And then they said, you insulted our religion. And they approach us to learn about the Quran, but we have friends who are afraid of the Quran. And they say this, that they read this or that in the Quran. But there are a lot of people who say they are Muslims, but they never read the Quran. And they say, no, no, this is not something you find in the Quran. And this means, so if we read out the verses to them, we read out the verses of the Quran to them, and they think it is an insult because they believe in something they don't know about. We have atheists, pantheists, and agnostics are part of our association. And our common denominator is to be free of religion. We have political differences also. If you say atheist in Turkey, people come up with people who slaughter cats. So our country is really very wise. A friend of mine called me and said, I just heard that you're an atheist. So what's the problem? I asked him. I have 2 cats, so where's the problem?
Ben dedim ki henüz beslenmediler, beslendiklerinde keseceğim onu bekliyorum.
So I told him, well, they're not fat enough yet. So once they are fat enough, I will slaughter them.
YouTube'a girdiğiniz zaman ateizmle ilgili bir şey baktığınızda Türkçe olarak.
So if you take a look at YouTube and search on atheism in Turkey or in Turkish,
Cinsel hayatı aktif olan insanlar olarak
you will see that we are supposed to be those who don't have moral and with a very active sexual life.
Eğer kızla erkekle görüşüyorsanız mutlaka altında seks vardır çünkü ahlaksızsınız, dine inanmıyorsunuz.
It's obvious, because if you're an atheist and do not believe in religion, and if you put girls and boys together, things will happen.
Bir şeyden korkmadan, yaratıcıya inanmadan, bir kitaba inanmadan.
So we're trying to show, without being afraid of authorities, without believing in something, without believing in a creator, you can behave in a moral way without believing in something. But they're not used to that. They are used to be afraid of something. You don't believe, you don't wash in a ritual way. How does your everyday life work?
Yapmaya çalıştığımız ateistlerin ve dinsizlerin aslında kim olduğunu göstermek ve öğretmek.
We want to show them what it means to be an atheist and who are these people.
Zorunlu din derslerinin kaldırılmasını sağlamaya çalışıyoruz, imza kampanyalarımız.
So we carry out a signature campaign to make sure that the religious education is abolished, because part of the subject is the life of our prophets, for example, subjects like that. And small children are taught these things.
Yalancı fosil sergilerimiz çok ünlü çünkü evrimi çürütmek için yalandan fosiller üretiyorlar.
At the same time, they create new fossils in order to explain the creation or the development of the world or the evolution in a totally different way. You know, you have these handmade fossils, fossil exhibitions. So our people is so ignorant
dass wir als Verein Atheismus und Wissenschaft Gespräche
that we need to offer discussion, or we started discussion to offer discussions between atheists and scientists in several cities. And a lot of professors are involved in this kind of work.
Bize yer sağlayan tiyatro açık fikirli bir tiyatroydu çünkü yer bulamıyoruz bir
Ein
şey yapmak
Theater,
istediğimizde.
das
And a
liberal
theater,
ist,
for
hat uns
example,
auch
a liberal
die Möglichkeit gegeben,
theater
dass wir
gave
diese
us the
Veranstaltung
opportunity
dort machen
to
können, denn viele Menschen haben Angst,
carry out
uns
our
Veranstaltungsräume
discussions
zur
there,
Verfügung
because a lot of
Ateizm
people
Derneği duyunca
are
biz
worried to
yerlere
provide
gidip
us
insanlar
with
bir daha bize
space
gelmez
Sobald
diyorlar.
sie hören, dass
for
wir
our
dort eine
activities.
Veranstaltung
And
machen
because
wollen,
as
dann
soon
sagen, nee,
as
wir
they
dürfen
hear
das nicht
about
haben, sonst
our
kommen die
events,
Leute zu unseren
they say, no, no,
anderen
no, we cannot have you here because
Dışarıda
otherwise the
bayraklarımız
people won't
vardı,
come to our
Ateizm
other
Derneği
events.
bayraklarımız komşulardan şikayet geldi ve
unsere
almak zorunda
Fahnen
kaldık.
draußen aufgestellt.
So if we put our banners outside, the neighbors will complain because they say that's a threat
Şimdi felsefe
to them.
okullarımız var. Friedrich
And
Nietzsche
so we had to
ve
withdraw them. We founded philosophical schools about Nietzsche, Hume.
Ateizm ve daha bir sürü filozofların bilgilerini veriyoruz
Wir
onlarla
geben die
ilgili.
Informationen, das Wissen.
And we provide people with the knowledge of different philosophers.
Maalesef maddi olarak çok fazla sıkıntı çekiyoruz çünkü bize kimse yer vermek
Wir
istemiyor.
haben finanzielle Sorgen.
We have also financial difficulties. You know, people don't want to give us space or locations. And some universities open their doors for us.
Wir haben ein 10 Quadratmeter
We have a
großes
10
Büro.
square meter office.
Bize oradan yer verdiler
Mehr
ateist
konnten
olarak.
wir nicht
We were not able to finance a
Ve
bigger
sadece
space.
bir tane kapısı var. Eğer gelip
Es hat
bize
nur
bir şey
eine Tür,
olduğunda
wenn die uns
There's
also
one door
vorher
only.
angreifen sollten.
So if they would attack us from there,
Wir haben keine Tür, wo wir
you know, there's no exit for us
penceremiz bile yok.
to escape.
ein Fenster.
Not even a
Ve
window.
çok fazla tehdit alıyoruz ve güvende olmadığımızı
Wir
biliyoruz.
werden sehr viel bedroht. Wir wissen, wir sind
So we
nicht
experience a lot of threats. So we
İki ay önce
know
Şeriat
that we're not
Derneği'nden
safe.
büyük tehdit
Vor
aldık.
2 Monaten
2
haben
months
wir
ago,
eine große öffentliche Drohung von
there was a
Scharia-Verein.
public threat by the Sharia Association.
So wie in der Sure Maida wollen sie unsere
Like in the Sure Maida,
Hände, überkreuzt.
They want to take our hands and kill us.
Wir haben das nicht gesagt, weil das ist eben filmisch festgehalten worden.
And they cannot say we didn't say that because we recorded it on tape. We complained and filed a case.
Viele Menschen rufen an.
And a lot of people call us in our call center and threaten us.
Auch die zeigen wir immer an.
And we always complain
Eine
and
der
file
Anzeigungen
cases.
bin ich.
And I'm one of those.
Sie haben
Take care of
gefragt, ob ich keine Angst habe. Ich habe gesagt, ja, ich
And I was
fürchte
asked, are you not afraid? And I said, yes, I'm afraid.
Aber
But nevertheless,
Sadece şunu umuyoruz.
I move on.
Eğer ki yarın bir gün herhangi birimizin başına bir şey gelecekse,
wenn morgen, übermorgen irgendwann
If
einem von uns
tomorrow
etwas
or the
passiert,
day after tomorrow something happens to one of us,
yaptıktan sonra olur
dann
ve
wünsche
özümüze
ich
değer.
mir, dass das dann passiert,
I
wenn
would
wir schon
desire that it
einiges
happens
verwirklicht haben, damit es sich auch
after
lohnt.
implementing already a couple of things and after having some success. Then it's worthwhile. It's way too
Ateizm Derneği Kültür
early
Merkezi
now.
Ateist Kültür Merkezi yapmayı istiyoruz.
Unser Traum ist,
So
ein
it is our
atheistischen
dream
Kulturzentrum zu gründen.
to the foundation of an atheistic cultural center. That's our dream.
Wurden ins Türkische nicht übersetzt.
There are a lot of books that haven't been translated into the Turkish language, and we lose a lot of knowledge. People could come to the center, they could learn about philosophy, study the philosophers.
Wir müssen dann keine Räume suchen und hätten
We would
eigene
not
Räume.
have to look for spaces where to meet, but we would have our own spaces. And if they want to throw bombs, they could, bomb us all together. And that would be pretty practical or good.
Danke mich bei Arzu.
Thank you very much to Azu,
Denn sie hat uns entdeckt und
because she found us in Facebook, and we are here due to her.
öffnen.
And so we can open ourselves to you here and share things with you.
In einem Jahr haben wir leider nur 148 Mitglieder.
So we only have 148 members
Buradan teşekkür etmek
in this
istiyorum
first year.
cesaretlerinden
Ich
dolayı.
bedanke mich bei allen unseren
I would like to
Mitgliedern
thank
wegen
all
ihres
our
Mutes.
members
Yönetimdeki
because they're
herkese,
really courageous.
komisyonlarımızda yer alan herkese gönüllü olarak onlara teşekkür ederim.
Allen freiwilligen Arbeitenden, ohne dass sie Mitglied
Our
sind.
thanks
Auch
go
die Arbeit.
also to the volunteers who work for us and who are not members.
Teşekkür etmek istiyorum çünkü farklı ülkelerden geldik ve aynı sorunları yaşıyoruz.
Ich bedanke mich bei euch allen,
I would
weil
also like to
wir von
thank
unter-
you
aus
here
unterschiedlichen Ländern
because we
und,
come from different
erleben
countries
Birbirimizden haberdar.
and have different
dass wir erfahren
experiences.
voneinander.
And it's good to share and to
Ich
hear about
bedanke
each
mich bei
other.
IBKA sehr.
I would really like to thank IBKA,
Wir sind Mitglied bei
IBKA. We are part of Atheist Aliens International, and we like to become a member of IBKA. Dear Renee, we would like to thank you,
dazu zu kommen.
and I would like you to come up here on
Als ein
stage
Zeichen
as
unserer
a sign
Freundschaft
of our friendship.
möchte ich dir das übergeben.
I would like to give you this little flag.
Ja, vielen Dank. Ja, du schon
Thank you very much.
geteilt, dass hier Atheism Dernegi
I already heard that you would like to become a member of IBKA, and we're delighted about that.
Beziehungen haben natürlich besondere Bedeutung, weil eben so
Because
viele
international relationships
aus
are
der
always
Türkei hier in
special for us.
Deutschland leben. Deswegen ist
A lot of people from Turkey live in Germany. This is why this topic is really important for us, to have also the opportunity to include and approach people from Turkey with our topics.
Özellikle burada çok Türk yaşadığı için ve Alman-Türk ilişkileri çok daha farklı bir şey ifade ediyor bize. Biz de teşekkür ederiz ve seviniyoruz.
Okay, thank you.